Welcome everyone, Mike with Bowers Barbecue, coming to you today from my backyard. Man, it's been a long time since I've made some spare ribs, especially on my Shirley. Weather's fantastic now in Texas, so we're gonna do just that today. But first, we gotta start the fire. Okay, as the grill comes a temp, we're gonna go ahead and season up these ribs. These ribs are nothing special, just some pork spare ribs I got at the store, St. Louis cut. Only trimming I did is I did a little bit off the edge here, just to kind of square them up a little bit. They'll become snacks for my dog later on. No removing of the membrane. I think it's really not necessary, especially if you're gonna be cooking around 275, which I will be for this cook here. So what we're gonna do is, first things up, we're gonna go ahead and lather these up with some mustard. In Texas, we got some Whataburger mustard here. Any mustard will work fine. Actually, any kind of binder will work well. A lot of times I'll use olive oil, you name it. As far as seasoning goes, I know this isn't a Meat Church Holy Gospel shaker, but this is actually just salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic, and a little bit of paprika for color. Very simple rub here. Side looks pretty good here. Go ahead and get this top side here. More mustard. Now, doing this very similar to a cook I did with my friend Justin over at Baby Back Maniac. When you can see that video, go ahead and click the card above. All right. We're gonna season this one here just a little bit more than we did on the back side. Nice even coating. The higher you go with the shaker, the easier that is to do. Over here. This rib is properly seasoned. Let's go get it on the Shirley. Okay, we're gonna get this on the Shirley. I am cooking a pork butt for a relative right now, so we're gonna do this one on the top rack. I normally just cook on the bottom rack here. What we're gonna do is put the thickest in before the airflow comes in over here. We're gonna scrunch these ribs up a little bit once they cook the way you set. We're gonna cook at 275, probably for about 2.5, 3 hours. Okay, we were about 3 hours into the cook. About 1 hour in, I did move those ribs to the center rack, and then gave them a spritz of apple cider vinegar and water. And then about the 2 hour mark, I went ahead and gave them another spritz. So let's go take a look and see what they're like now. All right, these ribs are looking pretty awesome. Good color on here. Getting a little dark over here on the airflow side. Not much pull on the bone. That's okay, that can definitely happen in the wrap. Since we have the color that I'm looking for, we're gonna go ahead and do that now. Okay, so as you can see here, these ribs aren't very pliable whatsoever. So it definitely has a little bit more cooking to go, but the color looks pretty good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put these meat side down. Wrap it in some foil here. I have it double layered just to make sure it doesn't rip on the grates. No liquid. We're gonna just cook its own juices. All right, wrapped up pretty tight. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get this back on the Shirley. I'm checking in about an hour and see where it's at then. See you then. Okay, first of all, I wanna apologize for the AC running next door. Luck would have it, kicked on as soon as I came out. So these ribs have been on for a total of 4 hours, 3 unwrapped, 1 wrapped. Let's take a look at this. Great color. This color is amazing. Still not as pliable as I want it to be, so we're gonna put these back on the thing, or back on the pit. But look at this. This looks absolutely amazing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap these back up, gently put them back down here. I'm gonna put them on for another 30 minutes and check on them then. Just do a log on the Shirley. It was getting down to a little under 275. I'm gonna bump it up to 300. See if we can finish these off shortly. As you can see, it's starting to get dark out here. Back on the pit. Okay, so it's been about 20 minutes since we last checked those ribs. It's definitely getting dark out here. I wish y'all could see the redneck lighting setup that I have. Hopefully they'll finish up very quickly. But if you're enjoying this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. It means the world to me. If you want to see more content like this, cooking in my backyard, as well as some barbecue crawls, the top barbecue joints in Texas, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Don't want to miss out on a single video. All right, let's go check on these ribs. All right, it's been about 30 minutes. Let's take a look at these. Still doesn't have the bend that I want. Color's still there, absolutely juicy. We're gonna let these go about 10 more minutes, but I'm gonna do it uncovered. We're gonna go ahead and boat this a little bit here. Do one last spritz. This is just, again, apple cider vinegar and water. You could actually, at this point in time, do a little bit of barbecue sauce as well. Texarkana Barbecue did that in the video that I saw this, got this idea from. Check out right here. All right, I'm gonna give this about another 10 minutes in the pit. We'll finish it up. Back in a minute. Okay, so the ribs are done. I say done. They could have gone just a little bit more, but man, we're hungry. We're ready to eat, so they're gonna have a little tug to it. That's perfectly a-okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna finish these off with a little rib glaze I made here. This is basically simple, basically it is. It's just simple syrup and barbecue sauce. So there's 3/4 of that simple syrup, little barbecue sauce. I'm using Head Country Original. We're gonna go ahead and just spray this right over the ribs. Nice little glaze here. This looks absolutely amazing. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can see this ribs. These look absolutely stunning. Amazing looking ribs. Let's go ahead and slice into these. I like to flip it upside down. I'm not doing competition. I don't have to worry about being too pretty. I'm gonna go down the middle here. I'm gonna save some of these for a friend. Need to sharpen this bad boy. Or not cut into a bone. Yeah, I was cut into a bone. It wasn't the knife. Here I wasn't blaming this Dow Strong. This Dow Strong is doing good to cut through bone like that. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the whole thing. All right, let's take a look. These look amazing. See that there? See that here? Look at these ribs. Absolutely amazing. Let's take a bite. I think the texture is perfect. I was worried about being underdone. This texture is absolutely amazing. Damn good ribs, y'all. Only thing, I might have put a little too much salt in there. I did the same rub that I use on the pork butt, so I might have had a little too much salt, but not bad at all. Okay, so my camera died. When I left you guys, I just taken a bite of the rib. I will say it was a little salty. When I was making that pork butt, I used the same rub, and I shouldn't have. I knew better. On pork butt, I do 1-to-1 ratio on salt to pepper, and on ribs, I do a 2-to-1, 2 parts pepper to 1 part salt. So it was a little salty, but again, that simple syrup saved the day. It would have been totally inedible if I didn't have that, honestly. My fault. Need to pay attention. Barbecue's about attention to detail. I was not doing that. Kind of the bad thing about filming while you cook, because sometimes I'm focusing on shots and setups and not focusing on what I'm doing. Part of it, I'll definitely get better as I get more practice. But simple syrup, man, it's my favorite way to finish ribs. Again, that was just equal parts water and sugar. Once I had that simple syrup made, I added a little bit of barbecue sauce. This time I use Head Country. You can use whatever you want to. So damn good. Makes the ribs just glisten, and the flavor and the pop is way better than brown sugar and butter, in my opinion. Definitely the way I'll do it. But I thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. This is fun. I'm enjoying doing YouTube, and I wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. It wouldn't be near as fun. So I definitely appreciate that. All right, until the next video, the fire is out.